There's an old saying, I think it was Buddha who said it. There are three things that can't remain hidden for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And yeah, that's what this video is about, the truth. Because it's about time we said out loud what I've known for a long time, and come on, most of you have too. Donald Trump is a misogynist. I hate throwing around tags and name-calling and accusations, but it's just about time we faced up to what the reality is. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Trump throws us day after day exactly who he is, and the world keeps making excuses for him. And it's time we stopped. In the past couple of days, he's done a few things in particular that I found really offensive. First of all, on his Truth social media platform, he reposted a meme. It wasn't his, but someone else posted it, but he thought it was important enough for him to take it, repost it, and share it with his 8 million some odd followers. And it's an absolutely disgusting post about Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton. Have a look at this. Regardless of any personal political opinion that you may have, these are arguably two of the most accomplished women in American political history. Then what we've got is we have him at a rally in Florida talking about how terrible Kamala Harris is and that she's a Marxist and a communist and a socialist. He's got to make a real point there that not only is she a socialist, but worse yet, she's a female socialist.
And by the way, Kamala will not be your first female president. She will not be your first female president. It's not the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to have a socialist. Look, we're not going to be a socialist nation. We're not going to have a socialist president, especially any female socialist president. We're not going to have it. We're not going to put up with it.
No, Trump won't have it. A socialist is bad enough, but a female socialist, he's just not going to put up with it. Come on. Of course, Trump is smart enough to realize that he needs women voters or he'll never get elected. So he does play to them and address their concerns in his own way. I consider it the most condescending, insulting approach to women I've ever seen a politician take. Here's how he talks to them.
You can't have this. Look, we have to put our country back into shape. Somebody said women don't like Donald Trump. I said, I think that's wrong. I think they love me. I love them. I love them. Speaking of them, North Carolina, these women, this is number 227 rally. And they've been to some other than rallies. 220. They're wealthy as hell. Look at them. They've got nothing but cash. Their husbands are great. But it is beautiful to have you here. We love to have you here. Always perfectly coiffed. They're always perfectly coiffed, right? They're beautiful. They're great women, and we appreciate their being here.
Trump frequently expresses admiration for women in very traditional roles and primarily praises them for their beauty rather than their accomplishments, just reinforcing his very narrow and cliched view of women's roles in society. From mocking fellow 2016 Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina's appearance, saying, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?" To calling Rosie O'Donnell a fat pig and a slob, to suggesting that Megyn Kelly had blood coming out of her whatever after asking him tough questions during a debate. Trump has never minced words when describing women. Now, his defenders often point to Trump's relationship with women in business and in his inner circle, claiming that's evidence of his respect for women. However, those relationships are usually transactional, with Trump using his power to manipulate and control those around him. Have you ever noticed the similarity in appearance of the women in Trump's world who he brings into his organization? He definitely has a type and never hesitates to show the value he places on physical attractiveness when it comes to females. It sometimes seems like his personnel manager could be the same one that does the hiring for Hooters. Compare that to some of the men he surrounds himself with. So I think it's pretty obvious that a double standard exists here. What he expects in appearance and attractiveness out of the women is quite different than what he accepts from the men. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that he hires unqualified women merely because they're young and attractive. From all I know, several of the women that work for him and work with him are extremely competent, exceptional, and great at their jobs. The problem, as I see it, is I don't think hiring young women is his preference. I think it's his prerequisite. And that has me concerned. Now, the other thing about Trump's attitude towards women is how he infects and passes it on to those around him. Look at his media partners, okay? Fox News in particular. Some of the storylines that they carry are just disgusting. You know, they defend him, they support him, they even applaud him. And as I said, I just find that absolutely unacceptable.
We don't know who she is. We don't know what she believes. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now,
Jesse Waters.
Jesse, I don't like that.
Figuratively,
Take
again,
it back.
have their way with her, control her, not in a sexual way. And
What?
to be a man and then vote for a woman just because she's a woman is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's what the science says.
Science
That's
says
what
that.
And I'm sorry to say this, but many people are saying this. I'm not saying this, but many people are saying that this sounds like a typical female problem.
Oh,
she's talking.
Jesse.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Don't
saying
even-
this is what people are telling me. They say the first female vice president comes in there, and every single single article
You don't want to hear
is
it.
about her feelings. She feels this way. She feels sad. She feels.
Stop it, Jesse.
Now, I can sit here for hours, hours, and give you countless examples of similar actions and behavior by Trump, his allies, and his media partners. But the problem's actually much bigger and much more serious than that. It sparks real heated debate and taints America's reputation worldwide. Trump's history with women is a long and troubling one. From his early days as a businessman right through his presidency, Trump has repeatedly demonstrated a very disturbing pattern of behavior. He has objectified, belittled, and disrespected countless women, often using his platform to degrade and humiliate them. From back in the 2016 infamous Access Hollywood Pussygate scandal, where Trump bragged about grabbing women by the pussy, his actions have drawn outrage and disbelief from across the globe, with him defending his remarks as only common locker room talk. But those recordings provide a good starting point when discussing his attitude towards women. More than 25 women have publicly accused Trump of inappropriate behavior, making it one of the most talked about controversies in modern politics. Trump is always dismissive of sexual harassment and assault allegations against him and others. He refers to his own accusers as liars and suggests that the women coming forward with allegations are only motivated by money or political gain. He was accused of sexual assault by writer Ean Carroll, leading to a civil trial and jury verdict in May 2023, finding Trump liable for sexually abusing and defaming Carroll in late 1995-96 and ordering him to pay $5 million in damages. Judge Lewis Kaplan later clarified that the jury had indeed found that Trump had raped Carroll according to the common definition of the word, and Kaplan dismissed Trump's countersuit and wrote that Carroll's accusations of rape was substantially true. A second trial for defamation was concluded in February 2024, with the jury awarding Carroll $83 million in additional damages. Never mind Trump's conviction for 34 felony counts in the porn star hush money case of May 2024. But Trump's behavior is not just a reflection of his character. His rhetoric emboldens a toxic masculinity that permeates our society, putting women's rights and very safety at risk. Yet no matter how disturbing the situation, Trump supporters have largely remained silent, refusing to hold him accountable. His handling of women's issues, from restricting reproductive rights to dismissing survivors of sexual assault, has been divisive, often pitting women against each other and just further entrenching harmful gender stereotypes. This normalized degradation of women is a societal problem and one that we've been grappling with for centuries. It's a worldview that sees women as inferior, as objects to be used and discarded. And it won't stop until men like Donald Trump are no longer tolerated. Well, that's a wrap. I'd like to thank everybody for spending the last 10 minutes with me. You know, these are really challenging times in America and in the world. And it's important that everybody keep themselves informed of the issues and the controversies and act accordingly. I've had this channel going for a while and I really enjoy making the content, but I couldn't do it without you guys, the viewers. So if you feel so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. You can see right up there how you can do it. If you're looking for the next video, you can see that over here on the side. And if you're looking for a playlist, a suggestion of videos to watch in sequence, that's over on the other side. Once again, I'd like to thank you all. Please have a wonderful week and please come back and enjoy my videos. Have a great day. Bye.